You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hate. Brand new chicks.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Gray. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Where we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 1 yard to go.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Lock now on 1st down. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
Denver Broncos.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lock. Got a man open. It's Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19.
On 2nd down, it's Gray. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
For a Denver Broncos.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Gray. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Gray. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought down by.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Martin booming this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
44-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Lock to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chargers.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
From the contact.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
For Darrell Patterson on the return. The Chargers take over first down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The 27-yard line.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert on first down now. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To Mike Williams.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7. Chargers nothing.
Herbert throwing again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
It's a gain of 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Eckler. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Eckler, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He is good. Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
First and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The 32-yard line.
On second down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Gray. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Back again, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
14-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and
Lock working out of the gun. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown Broncos. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos push further out in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
Herbert's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
41-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
2-yard gain on the play.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup there. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Herbert back to the air. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Intended for number 15. Incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 14. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Clock now on first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw it is Locke. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Over 1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll find Williams on the slant. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. To throw on third down, Herbert. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No good. That keeps the score. Broncos 14. Chargers 3.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
This is the tight end fan. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Gray. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Pass complete to Austin Eckler.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's a loss of
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Launch pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13. It's third down and 6.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Lock now on first down. Out quickly to Judy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Jerry Judy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now with Gray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
That's good.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
On the run, this is Gray. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So
down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yep.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Jay Hamler.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Chargers offense back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
28-yard line.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st down, Gray. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
At the 28-yard line.
They run again here with Gray. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's got his tight end fan and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. From the gun, it's locked and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lock throwing on target to Fant, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 16, Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Noah Fant. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Now Locke. His throw incomplete.
Blocked pass.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A 3-yard loss on
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
pass.
10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Jarrell Casey.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Chargers on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Locke.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Chris Harris, who, of course, used to play for these Broncos.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Block and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gray. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The running back.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
27. Chargers 10.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
So out come the Chargers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Complete to Austin.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. The pass to Henry is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down.